Hello, everyone. I'm Melissa Budzinski with Gilda's Club Grand Rapids, and I'm so grateful that we can all come together on this virtual clubhouse. We're so glad you can join us. If you really like this post, if you find it interesting or helpful to you, just leave us a little note on this or like it or share it with a friend. We would love to get the word out about Gilda's Club and about the topics that we like to talk about. So today I have with me a special guest reader, Tamara Robinson, who is part of our Sister to Sister group at Gilda's Club. And that is started out being a African-American women with cancer. And now it's open to anyone, but it is primarily focused for the African-American cancer survivor. And Tamara is a two-time cancer survivor. Yay! That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's great to have you with us. Thank you so much for being willing to come on Facebook Live with us and share a bit of your story.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah. So this month we're celebrating two things which are really exciting. One is Black History Month. And so we're so excited to have that as one of our topics. And we're highlighting our African-American programming and people who are African-American that are also members of Gilda's Club. So today, Tamara is reading for us, and the books that we're highlighting this month are all books that are written and illustrated by African-American people. And we've got some doozies for you. This one especially. We are both just fallen in love with this book, so it's great. And the other thing that we're celebrating is it's Gilda's Club 20th year anniversary. So it's our birthday month. Yay!
Yay!
It's hard to believe we've been around for 20 years in this community.
Yes. Yeah, very nice.
It's quite an honor. Yeah. So both of those things are happening. And so later this month, you'll see that our president, Wendy Wiggers, has a surprise guest, and she'll be celebrating our birthday with us. That's next week. And then we'll have another guest reader with a children's book and an activity. And then at the end of this month, we have Tracy Whiting, who is our minority coordinator, program coordinator for Gilda's Club, and two more sisters who are going to talk about their cancer journey. And they're going to tell us about what it's been like being diagnosed, what are some particular maybe risk factors or things to look out for if you're African-American and you've been diagnosed with cancer. So, and yeah, so that's what we're doing. So today our topic is, it's a topic that we talk about quite a bit, and it's called Who Am I? And both when you're on a grief journey and you're on a cancer journey, often what happens, especially for children, also adults, but especially for children, is their worldview shifts and their perspective shifts. And then their self-identity comes into question, and they try to figure out, wow, who am I if my grandparent has died? Who am I now? Am I still a grandchild? Am I still that person's special person in my family? Or if my friend has died, or my mother has a diagnosis of cancer and our lives shift, what does that mean from here on out? And so there's a bit of a trying to just figure out, I don't want to say an identity crisis, but trying to figure out how to interact with the world and who you are, and how you interact with your friends. Often we have, especially teenagers, who say that their friends say to them, oh, I'm so sorry, or aren't you over that yet, or something like that. And their perspective is, I'm going to be on this journey from here on out. This is it, you know. And we find ways to cope, but asking those questions about who am I and what kind of a person do I want to be in relation to my experience now, right? And this is even more applicable now because of everything that's happening in our lives, all the adjustments we're making in our lives, all the new ways we're finding to interact with the world and friends and family, that this question probably comes up more, don't you think, Tamara, more than it did before?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, absolutely.
yeah.
Yes.
So we have this great book
Yes.
called I Am Enough that Tamara's going to read to us. And then stick around. I'll have some activities to do that are related to this topic. So I'll let you take it away.
Awesome. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. And thanks, Gilda's Club, for all your support. Uh, 20 years of support for all women um, in Grand Rapids. And thank you, thank you, thank you. Can't thank you enough. It is an awesome support organization. Today, I will read to you, I Am Enough. And this relates so much as a young person and even an adult of speaking of who I am. This is I Am Enough by Grace Byers, beautiful author, beautiful lady. Illustration by Keturah A. Bobo. I am enough. Like the sun, I am here to shine. Like the voice, I am here to sing. Like a bird, I am here to fly and soar high over everything. Like the trees, I'm here to grow, like the mountains, here to stand. Like time, I'm here to be and be everything I can be. Like a champ, I'm here to fight. Like the heart, I'm here to love. Like a ladder, here to climb. And like the air, to rise above. Like the wind, I'm here to push. Like a rope, I'm here to pull. Like the rain, I'm here to pour and drip and fall until I'm full. Like the moon, I'm here to dream. Like the student, I'm here to learn. Like the water, I'm here to swell. Like a fire, I'm here to burn. Like a winner, I'm here to win. And if I don't, get up again. I know that I may cry sometime, but even then, I'm here to try. I'm not meant to be like you, and you're not meant to be like me. Sometimes we will get along, and sometimes we will disagree. I know that we don't look the same, or I know that we don't look the same, our skin, our eyes, our hair, our frame. But that does not detect our worth. We both have places here on earth. And in the end, we are right here to live a life of love, not fear. To help each other when it's tough, to say together, I am enough. Thank you.
Oh, that was absolutely lovely. What a beautiful book and a great message.
It was a beautiful book. Yes, it was. It was an awesome message.
What was
Yes.
your
And
favorite part? Yeah.
the climbing, when she let me go back to it. Um, let me go back to it. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I'll find it in a second.
Take your time.
It says, like a ladder here to climb, and like the air to rise above. It's like I'm climbing and I'm rising to, to get and where I want to be. I mean, I'm soaring, so to
Yeah.
speak. Yeah, so that part was awesome to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes,
Oh,
that's
that's
that
great.
that was awesome to me. I
Yeah.
don't know, it's that particular part, because I'm always, in my own life, speaking of shining and, moving forward. So that was, that touched me right there. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
That's a beautiful part. Yeah.
yes, yeah.
And just giving permission that it's okay to rise above, that it's
Ex-
okay to want to climb and whatever that looks like for you.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, and
To
soar,
reach
yes.
higher. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that's great.
fight for it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Fight
Yeah.
for it. And and be full of love and kindness,
Yeah. Yeah.
at the end of the day. But fight for what you want,
Yeah.
where you want to be, where you want to go,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to cancer,
Yeah.
fighting through that the pain, the sickness, the hair loss, the
Yeah.
weight loss, the emotions,
Right.
the the heartbreak, all that.
Yeah.
Yes.
There
So
certainly is a lot of grief that comes with a cancer diagnosis, isn't
yes,
there? Yeah.
very yes. And this is it's a very personal book
Yeah.
for for a young child, even an adult. If we can just put cause the illustration was excellent. You know what I mean? The
Yeah.
illustration said so much about the feeling of the script.
Mhm.
So that was beautiful.
Yeah,
Yes.
I
Beautiful.
agree. I think it really spoke as loudly as the words did. The
Yes.
pictures did. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Yes.
I loved the part where she also gave permission to cry, right? Is
Yes.
that it's
I
not
had a
just,
feeling.
yes, that it's this whole self. And it's okay to cry and it's okay to be
Hmm.
sad and it's okay to lean on friends and allow your friends to help you.
Hmm.
And yeah,
And with that, it's okay to fall. It's okay to
yes,
fall
yeah,
and get up, fall and get up, fall, cry, whatever
yeah,
emotions you have, but get up and
that's right.
start to soar.
That's
Yes.
right.
Beautiful book. Beautiful book. I'm
Oh,
glad you chose it for me.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm so glad
Yes.
you got to read
Perfect.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep this, my script
Yes,
forever.
absolutely.
And if, until I can get a hard copy to the book, I'm going to, this was very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. Well, and you're
Perfect.
a beautiful reader, and the meaning of the words really came across in your reading of it, and
Thank you.
love
Yes.
that. So.
Thank you. Thank you,
Well, thank
Melissa.
you. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to meet you. Tamara has to go, sadly, so she can't stick around for the craft or activity I'm going to talk about, but we're just so grateful for your time with us and congratulations 2 times the
Yes.
survivor. That's so awesome.
Yes. God is good.
Yeah,
Yes. Thank you.
yeah.
Sorry to
That's
let you
okay.
have
You're perfectly
okay.
fine. Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
Thanks
you.
so much,
All
Tamara.
right.
Take
Take care.
care. All
Bye
right.
bye.
Bye. All right, everyone. So I just love this book and I love this topic and I love this. I am enough. Just even saying that, so we can start right there, is that in the morning when you wake up, or even throughout the day, whenever you think about it. In fact, this message is so important that it was my whole message to myself all last year, is that I am enough. And you can just say that before your feet even hit the ground. I am enough. I am alive in this world. I am enough, right as I am. And it's okay to stretch from there and to grow from there, but right where you're at is right where you're supposed to be. And that is enough. And so reminding ourselves of that. I often will write myself notes with permission of other people in my house, but write notes to myself on a mirror or on a sticky note or on a piece of paper and put it somewhere that I can see it and look at it every day and remind myself, I am enough. I am lovable enough. I am human enough. I am a person enough. I have done enough, and and I could still do more, and that's okay. But just who I am is right, and we need reminder of that all the time. So some other ways that you can do that is we have a form that we fill out, or a poem. It's called the All About Me poem. Most children who are in a school have done this so they can share about themselves. And we'll post this on um, our Facebook post. So if you want to download it and print it out and do it, you're welcome to do that. And so it just describes a little bit about yourself. The 3 best words to describe me are, and I put down, bubbly, fun, and creative. And I was born on September 28th, 1964, right here in Grand Rapids. It says, I love this line. I am not a typical person. I am pretty amazing. And that's true. And it says, I am good at listening, I wrote, walking, and crafts. I really like crafts or art. I want to be better at or good at painting and art. When I get older, I want to be, and you might think you are older, Melissa, you probably did the math on the birth date, but it's never too late to want to be something else or to develop even further something that you have. So currently I'm an MSW, I'm a therapist, but I would love to be an art therapist. I would love to have my certification in art therapy. So that's a goal of mine. It's good to have goals to continue to look forward, to continue, as Tamara said, whenever, maybe things are feeling a little low like they are right now, but to have a goal to reach towards, even a daily goal or a weekly goal or a life goal like I have. I also would love to be a hike leader. I love to be outside. I love to hike. I love to be in the mountains. So I would love to do that. And it would be great if I could do them both together. That'd be kind of fun. So it said, if I could meet anyone in history, who would it be? Well, I said my dad, because I miss him. He died 5 years ago. And so I would really love to have met him, not being his daughter. Like, who is he? How would my interaction be with him if I didn't know him as dad? And so that would be kind of fun. And Rosa Parks, I said also, because what a brave woman she was, and just quietly brave. And I would love just to bend her ear and meet her and talk to her. I think that would be fun. And if I could travel anywhere in the world, where would it be? Somewhere really warm and green right now, even though the sun's out and it is a beautiful day out. It's a little chilly out there today, but something I wish I could change about my family. And I said nothing. I don't think I would want to change anything right now. I think my family is good enough. It is enough. And if I had a wish granted, what would it be? And I would love for my family, I have 3 children and a husband, that we could all go on a trip together, like to Mexico or something for Christmas. That's one of my dreams. So this could be kind of fun. It was interesting to me to even think about what I wanted to write down. So I learned some things about myself, but maybe you want to do this with someone else in your family or a friend, or bring it to school and show your teacher and see if you guys could do it at school. In addition to that, you might think about maybe a favorite picture you have around the house of you and your friends or your family, something that brings you joy, that reminds you of what a great and wonderful person you are. I keep this picture on my desk, and this is a picture of my family when they were much younger. They're much older than this now, but I love this picture. I love that we're all together. I remember the day that we took this picture and how much fun that was. And so it's just a really great memory, and I get to see their faces every day. And so, and how glad I am that I'm their mom, and how proud of that, um, that, that title in my life, that they get to call me mom, or I get to have them call me mom, and wife with my husband. So that's something that I love to do. Just have pictures around that remind me of the kind of person that I am and that I want to be. Another thing you could do, this will be the last thing, and then I'm going to let you guys go, but is that now I took a photocopy of my hands in this particular one, but you could just draw your hands. That's what I did there. I didn't finish this one quite yet, but this is, and the focus we did here was the before and after. So what I focused on was before my dad had died and the after my dad had died. And just about things that have changed in my life, maybe perspectives that I have now, um, that I didn't have before he died that I have now, and to see, did the person I am change between that time from that experience. And I found that actually quite a bit of myself is exactly the same. I've learned some things. Maybe I do a few things differently. Maybe I'm a little sadder, or some people from a cancer diagnosis might be a little more worried. So there's other things to sort of manage and to learn about, like, oh, okay, now I get to learn about how do I manage anxiety, or how do I manage worry in my life. So basically, a lot of me stayed the same with some new learning and with some new experience. I will say I wasn't as sad as I was before he died. I was much sadder after. So that was something new also that I learned to manage. But I also heard in this book that we read today, it's okay to be sad. It's okay to learn. It's okay to, there's some things that I used to do with my dad, like I used to go to where he lived and I would spend time with him and do activities with him. Well, after he died, I couldn't do that anymore. So shifting that for me, and finding another way to do that kind of activity that I really felt good about. I loved going and spending time with my dad and all the other people that were on his unit, and talking with the nurses and the people that took care of him. And that was just a real joy. And so I had to sort of shift and find another way to help myself to have that experience continued, because it did help me to feel good. So I encourage all of you to find ways to continue to do things that help you feel good. I walk every day with my dog because that just feels really good. It helps me to feel strong, to feel grounded, to feel like I'm doing something for my health. So I'm affecting my future. And it helps me to feel like I am enough. I am enough to spend time doing things that I love to do. So I think that is everything I have today. If you have things that you do that help you to remember that you are enough and that you are a special person, and enjoying who you are, please let us know. Just leave us a little comment. I encourage you to celebrate every day yourself, and find some way to celebrate that and share it with your family and friends. And I want you to know, from all of us here at Gilda's Club, we know that you are enough and you are special and unique and you are of value in this world right now, right today. I'm so glad that you could all join us. Please watch for our future Facebook Lives and our next book reading and conversations. If you have a topic that you'd like to hear from us, please let us know. If you're new to Gilda's Club and you don't know anything about it, and you're on a cancer or grief journey, and you'd like to know more about our free program of support, please give us a call at 453-8300 or look on our website, gildasclubgr.org. We'll help you get connected and figure out how we can be helpful. So everyone, please stay safe, stay warm, and see if you can get into that sunshine today. And we'll see you next time. Take care.